Welcome back everybody to Elder Scrolls Online with Tamrain the Crafter. We are heading into episode of, I keep forgetting, 97, and we're going to go, I know I looked it up just before I started. I need to keep it on the screen, I think, in front of me. We're going to go and help young Frederick here find his beloved Ailey, yes, a change of heart. Ali Adrold. I wonder whose heart changed. Sometimes the titles on this game can be very, very misleading on the adventures, and you're like thinking she changed her heart, but maybe it was him. Or maybe he changed his heart, although it doesn't sound like it. We'll have whatever that is. Actually, I am doing this. Oh no, 124. So we've got 21 spaces. Grab that stinkhorn. I am looking for chests and resources while I think about how I want to go and do things. I'm also looking for anything that might give me a clue at what kind of undead might be in this area. If there are undead, I mean, maybe it's not. Is this the manor house? This would be the manor house we're meant to search. Of course, we're not going to search the right, going through the front door. We'll search coming in through the side. Doesn't look like we've had many. Oh yeah, we've had adventurers through here recently. Fair enough. Okay, yeah, it keeps clicking over the thing. So it looks like I might be out of luck when it comes to finding any treasure in here. I think the place is well and truly ransacked. Oh my god. Well, we'll have that for our supplies, I suppose.
Quiet is the grave. Wherever they are, they're not here.
That's what you think. You better hope they're not here if it's quiet as the grave. Alrighty, I think we're going to go upstairs and have a look. It really looks like it's been ransacked. Oh wait. Chrysanda Edrold's Journal, Volume 3. As the eve of Frederick's return approaches, Ali continues to withdraw into herself. The power Dolki has over her is overwhelming, and even my motherly attentions lose their effectiveness before her constant presence. Alan has confronted Dolki at last, though I fear it was to no avail. The brute has had time to prepare her arguments, and from the look on my husband's face, they're quite formidable. He should not have allowed himself to become so attached to the lass. I knew the moment we took her in that no good would come of it. Despite the difficulties in acquiring the necessary materials, everything has been laid out and prepared. Alan is as nervous as I am about what might come. Somehow Dolki has managed to quail even his brave heart. No matter, I'm certain justice will prevail in the end.
Dolki was causing her worry. The servant? My word! We should search her quarters. Perhaps something there will hint at what happened.
Yeah, we should, but I'd like to see where Book 1 is.
Arlie's room. Dear sweet Arlie. If anything's happened to her, I don't know what I'll do.
Yeah. Wow. The adventurer moving ahead of me is like me. They ransack everything, except they don't actually use those. Alright. So they're not a cook. Well, I'm glad you've got time to be tired. I'm not seeing. Alright, so we've done upstairs fairly thoroughly. I'm pretty sure we may have missed something down here. Yeah, no, we're not searching Dolki's quarters till I search the basement.
That trapdoor led down to an undercroft beneath the manor, but Arlie's mother sealed it up long ago.
Well, we're bound to find something in there then. We could take all these alchemy bottles, but I think my pack space is... I know, don't die of shock. My pack space is getting a little bit short. Okay. See, it may be too, because we came at the estate from the side. We've missed a few things out here. It's a beautiful little garden. Someone put a lot of care into that. Okay, that's an adventurer. We're not stealing from that. I will check the trunk. No. So if we'd come in from the road, we probably would have investigated in here. Okay, I'm thinking that's not opening. Let's go check these servants' quarters because I suspect that the next part of the adventure is going to take us through there. Is that an unlocked? Yes, that's Fell's Run. We'll talk to the constable in a minute. That's locked. Clearly that's not where we're meant to be. I know, it made me jump. A book. An Orc's Guide to Tamrain. Alright,
This
that
might
must
be it.
The Fury of King Rancer. Millet. Edric, what have you found? No, we're not cooking. What are you getting distracted, girl?
This seems to be Dolke's diary. She was concerned. She writes about Arlie's sad smiles. Missing me, no doubt. She brought Arlie flowers. And then they went to the windmill. Oh dear.
What's wrong?
Well, it's just that the windmill is our spot. Me and Arlie's. It's where we went to, you know, rendezvous. So why would she take Dolke there? It doesn't make any sense.
What else does it say?
Not much. Not about that, anyway. Wait. They saw the Baroness hide something away at the windmill. It doesn't say what. Traveler, the Baroness never goes out there. Why would she hide something?
Anything else?
Nothing. Nothing. But I'm shaking like a leaf. Here, take it away from me. Let's go. Let's check out the windmill.
Alright, let's check out the windmill. A little worried about him. Alright, see, like I said, sometimes you'll come across things that will indicate you should just follow the adventure and not go roaming about the countryside unlicensed. Wow, there are a lot of things to find in this windmill. Bear, it's a butterfly and you're not allowed to eat it till I check it for wings and bait. There are a lot of things scattered around in odd places today.
When we were children, Arlie and I came here to get away from the world. What I wouldn't give to have her with us now.
Take the dusty papers. Search the barrel. And take the torn clothing. I know, it looks like it's the day for everyone to do Rivenspire. I'll let her go on ahead, we'll go out here instead. Chrysander Edrald's Journal, Volume 1. My daughter's become quite maudlin since Frederick left for Wayrest. I've assured her that all will be right when he returns, but she remains quite dour. I've taken the liberty of sending to Fell's Run for a cask of tawny port. Such is hard to come by with the growing trouble in the region, and spirits from the arbours of Somerset are always a welcome reprieve from our local distillations. Surely their bright and sunny notes will bring her aught but cheer. Huh. Arlie came to see me this evening in tears. It would seem Dulcie, simpleton that she is, has managed to cause her no end of distress. While I can understand how it might be difficult for her to fathom that she does harm with her attentions, that's no excuse. If only Frederick were here, his constant company has always comforted our dearest daughter. What I wouldn't give for him to return on the morrow. No matter how strongly I word my arguments, Alan seems unconcerned. He's rather attached to that servant girl. Doesn't he see what's at stake here? If Dulcie is allowed to interfere with our daughter's wedding, it could ruin us all. Such self-indulgence is abominable. I will not let her continue this harassment. Oh dear.
Harley told her mother. Then it's true. It's all true.
What's true? Unusual.
That's the key to the Undercroft. That must have been what the Baroness hid here. Why? We should investigate.
We should. We should. I can't get into that backpack. Alright, maybe it's something I should have investigated before I found the key. That's okay. It's what happens when you get doing stuff out of order. Speaking of doing things out of order, this young man has been trying to get my attention for quite some time. Let's get... Young lady. Sorry, Agazu.
What's this? Another stranger strutting into my town? Perfect. I'll probably give you the mayor's job. Experience? You don't need that. Just ask the new constable.
You seem frustrated.
Me? No. Why would I be frustrated? 10 years as town constable, and the mayor just up and decides to fire me the other day. Can you imagine? Says I'm getting too old, and the new constable will do a better job. The dung-heap bastard.
Who's the new constable?
That's the thing, no one even knows him. Gavindian, that's his name. He and his bailiff sauntered into town last week, and now he's constable? Something smells wrong. Say, think you could poke around and try to find out what's really going on?
Alright, I'll talk to the people and see what I can learn.
Sad times when I have to rely on a stranger. But I do appreciate you asking around. The mayor, the jeweler, the miller, they're all acting strangely. There's something they're not saying. I'll be back at the inn if you learn anything.
In what ways are people acting strangely?
You have to understand, I've known these people for years. Shared drinks with them, gone fishing. I thought we were friends. Then all of a sudden the mayor fires me. And now no one even has 2 words to spare. To me that's strange.
You sure this is nothing to do with your drinking?
My drinking? By Moloch, no. I haven't had a drop in years until this happened. I quit a long time ago after I woke up with a skinny little wood elf in my bed. Today, this is my last drink. Well, maybe one more.
I don't know what to say. We have 2 mysteries now. The mystery of this missing family. Oh my. And the mystery of, yes, of what's going on. And we haven't found the 2nd volume of the diary. I'm hoping it wasn't in the backpack. I'll be disappointed if I miss a bit of the story. Just run on. You gotta wait for the window to pop up. Okay, I was worried I wasn't going to take that out from under them if they wanted it. I know. I just take it easy on these adventures. Let's see what we can find. Edrald Manor. Downstairs to the Undercroft. We find out if... Well,
The
let's
Undercroft.
Just find
Steel
out.
yourself. We don't know what's down there.
Then why do I need to steel myself? Is there something you're not telling me, Mr. Frederick? Federald. Mr. F. Ooh, a book. Volume 2. Okay. Alan continues to believe this association between our daughter and Dulcie is but a passing fancy, that we should allow it to play out. He hasn't had to look into her eyes and see the terrible divide it has created within her. She is torn within herself, and I will not watch her rent asunder while we stand helplessly by. If he will not do anything about it, I shall take matters into my own hands. Went to talk with the constable today, only to find her in her cups. It would seem our estate is not alone in its troubles. There has been a power shift in Fell's Run. Her replacement was not helpful, nor was he forthcoming as to why. It would seem the town will no longer bother itself with our affairs to ensure our protection. The nerve of the man! When this business with Dulcie is settled, I will have strong words for his superiors in Schornhelm. Opened the old Undercroft for the first time in ages. When we locked it up after Alan's mother died, I had hoped we'd never open it again. But it is my only hope now. I've found it, a ragged old book detailing what is necessary to contact Mehrunes Dagon, Daedric Prince of Change. If any can alter our fate, it will be him. The ritual seems simple enough, though I know dabbling with even the simplest of conjurations can prove dangerous. Still, what choice do I have? I've dispatched a courier to Schornhelm for the necessary components. We'll have to be discreet about it, but I trust Allison to be discreet.
Harley's mother did this? She summoned a Daedric prince to... But why?
Well, stop shouting. She summoned a Daedric prince. A tome of Daedric portals. Note to self, don't do this, it's bad.
What is that? Are you seeing this?
Yes. Come on, Frederick. I'm sure there's more in here we need to investigate it, like this altar, a basin of earth. Well?
Nothing.
I see. Oh, I see. Hang on. I really need to read the book. My bad. Okay, note to self. Remember, the most important thing is to pay homage to the flames of the Deadlands first. As discussed in Liminal Bridges, the Transpontine circumpenetration of the Limin requires the cooperation, implicit or otherwise, of a Daedra Lord. Unfortunately for the conjurer of modest means, the process described is costly, highly esoteric, and impossibly dangerous. Fortunately for the practically minded practitioner of conjurational studies, there's another option. Drakes of the Deadlands have been known to offer the use of existing sigil stones to crossing the Traverse. Though the purpose of said beings must be regarded with wary suspicion, it is frequently possible to engage in transliminal studies with minimal risk to one's person, especially if one's go-between is supplied with sufficient motives. Deadlands, of course, are filled with searing heat and suffocating ash, but if you find a way to quench these things, their secrets and those of oblivion itself lie at your fingertips. Take heed, then, and read well of what the fates befell of the first who attempted contact these domains. Okay, first there's a scholar, Darren, who thought the sheer power of elemental flame would be enough to initiate contact. Though his attempt was impressive indeed, the fire instilled in the walls of his hovel would go to spark one of the worst wildfires in Valenwood history. It ultimately proved futile, and his ashes were never recovered. Believing Darren was onto something, old PM Firsthold sought to insulate the flames with compacted earth, but by all accounts he nearly succeeded. When his chambers burst from the walls of the crystal tower, his apparatus lost focus, collapsing the gateway upon itself. In the end, it was the Naga, Al-Avamar, whose multifarious approach led to the final revelation. Once the flames were ignited, it was Avamar who thought to use an earthen vessel to convert the immense energy into steam. Once her boiler reached sufficient temperature, she was able to converse with the Dromora on the other side. Relieved, no doubt, at her success in the face of her predecessor's failure, Avamar quickly agreed to the terms of the Dromora's contract, an ominous decision it turns out that ultimately led to the fall of Thom. Take care, therefore, in your attempts to contact the Deadlands, for good seldom comes out of agreements made in haste with the creatures who call it home. Alright, so fire first, and then the earth to insulate it. We've got this, maybe. So, achieve minor attunement. Use the basin of flame.
What did you just do? It's getting hot over here.
Yeah, it is. And then we're going to insulate it with earth, a basin of earth.
The air is starting to fill with dust.
Okay. And then achieve final attunement. By cooling things down. Enter the Daedra portal. Oh, do I have to? I don't like these places. But okay, let's go.
Ollie!
Okay.
Thank the 8. When we found the portal closed, I feared the worst.
Are you alright?
A little tired, but unhurt. Dulcie and I managed to overpower our captors. Mother and Father, they're still trapped. I'm afraid to ask, but would you be willing to look for them?
Sure. Of course.
Frederick brought you, didn't he? I knew he'd not forget me, but I worried. Dulcie, will you go with our new friend? I need a moment with Frederick.
Frederick insisted I help.
Oh, I knew he wouldn't abandon me. Thank you for coming. If we get through this, we will be in your debt.
How did you get here?
During the night, there was a crash, and then these terrible creatures crawled up out of the basement. Father, he tried to fight them off, but they overwhelmed him. They caught us and dragged us here, to this awful place.
Did you see where they took your parents? Your parents?
No, but there are ruins everywhere. Maybe near one of those? I'm sorry, but I'm not sure.
Alright. Oh, it's alright. We'll go find them.
Let's get moving. Arlie, be safe.
Dulcie.
I don't know how much help I'll be. Either way,
What happened between you and Ali?
Look, it was nothing. We grew up together. With Frederick so near, she could never see me for anything other than a playmate. When he left, I thought I had a chance
A chance?
to tell her how I felt. Ever since we were children, I always thought she was special. In my 10th year, I made her a cloak. A bearskin from a hunt her father took me on. Seeing it around her shoulders, it was wonderful.
Did she feel the same way?
I don't know. I asked her once, but it made her sad, so I stopped asking. Frederick gone to Wayrest, we had more time together than ever. I think in time, I might have stood a chance.
You don't think you still do?
Maybe. But her mother would never have it. She did all this. She made a pact with Daedra just to stop me from getting close to Arlie. I know she didn't mean for all this to happen, but
I understand. Oh dear.
I don't know how much.
Alright, so I get my fingers on the right keys.
Please, don't tell Arlie this. But her mother's responsible for bringing us here. She may not be happy to see us.
Well, that doesn't matter if she's happy to see us. We still need to save her. No one deserves this. No, not even evil mothers, okay? Or evil fathers. Take your pick.
Hey, over here, help, please!
Hey, how you doing? Talk?
Daedra everywhere. Took my wife, my daughter.
Your daughter is safe. I'll find your wife. Go, get to the portal.
I don't know who you are, stranger.
Get to the
but thank
chopper.
you. Be careful. These Daedra, they're animals.
They're just Daedra. Okay, I probably can't jump that. I was thinking I could just jump across, but maybe we'll be sensible and just jog back this way. Oh, I know. I hate being sensible. But it's either be sensible or get roasted alive in fire. That kind of gives you an incentive for sensible, okay? Mind you, I might have to jump that gap. Oh, well. I mean, you know, it might not be a very hot fire, right? That'll teach me not to pay attention. Oh no, here we go. We'll jump onto this, then we'll jump onto
This lava
this.
goes on as far as I can see. How can anything live in
Oh, these are tough little cookies. We'll have have some treasure. Treasure is good. Beetles. I know, they look so cute bounding through the dead grass and setting the world on fire. Danger husk. Alright, I'm just going to give these beetles time to get there. Beetles. There you go. Alright, they really help. Hickory ice staff. So while the brutality lasts, ow. I know, the beetles got in anyway. Ha ha ha. Okay. Ow!
Please, I don't want to die.
That's okay, no one wants to die. We'll come and help you. How you doing? Oh, you don't look too good, Cassandra. Come on. Up you get. You dopey girl. How you feeling?
The Daedra. They took my little girl, Arlie. Have you seen my Arlie?
She's safe.
Oh, thank Julianos. I should have never gone into the Undercroft. I should have never taken that key.
Why did you?
Ask Dolki. None of this would have happened if she... But it doesn't matter now. I just want Arlie to be happy again. Is that so wrong?
You put her in danger.
You're right. I should have listened to Alan. He said we should just wait it out. He was right.
Get to safety. Your daughter is waiting.
One last thing. The Daedric Lord here, Valark, has a relic called a Sigil Stone.
Uh-huh.
It's attuned to our manor in Rivenspire. If it isn't destroyed, she could come through at any time. Please, promise me you'll destroy it.
I promise.
Thank you. Julianos guide you in your quest.
Alright. Don't you growl at me, you beast. I love those beetles. Danger husk. Just looking for chests and treasure. Probably none in here, but I'm going to be a little off target anyway. We'll go around the back and check. Sometimes they're just like lurking, but clearly not today. Oh, look at that. That is Dromora Nukes. And, well, why don't we just give them some flies? And some flies. And just, oops, that was buttons. Buttonology. I want to line them up for the beetles. Alright, that was good. Daedra Husk.
Another mortal come to play?
Yes. Uh-oh. Flies on you. Bear slap. Beetles. Mushrooms. Alright, bird to the head time.
I've broken a sweat. I've not had this much fun
You've-
in ages.
Funny.
Right.
She's not as scary now.
She's not as scary now she's dead. Uh-oh. Oh boy.
Arlie!
Frederick.
My friend, you are truly a hero worthy of song. I can't begin to express the depth of my thanks. You've done so much for me already. Might I ask your advice?
Advice about what?
My future. As we've walked together, I've come to see how small my life really is. If you hadn't come along, my dearest Arlie and her family would be dead. And perhaps myself as well. I feel... perhaps I should strike out on my own. Become like you?
It's never too late to learn to defend yourselves and those you love.
Sage advice. So be it. Once the estate has returned to order, I will return to Wayrest and enlist in the Guard. I will miss my Arlie dearly, but at least when I return, it will be as her capable defender. I am sure she'll wait for me.
Oops. Perhaps. Perhaps not. But at least it will give all of them a chance to work out what they really want. Okay, I mean, Dolky knows what she wants, but does Ali? Does Frederick? This will give them a little bit of time away and time to decide what they're going to go for. And either way, it'll be their choice and they'll be happy, so... What can you do? I do believe we have a guard to rescue. Oh wait, Dolky. Hey.
And everything goes back to the way it was? I don't know how I feel about that.
What do you mean?
Frederick's back, and Arlie, she really does care for him. Seeing the look on her face as he stepped through that portal. Look, I'm just a servant. If me being around causes problems for her, maybe I shouldn't stay.
Ali needs people she can rely on. You've more than proven yourself.
You're right. How could I ever consider abandoning her?
Yeah.
She needs me now, more than ever. Before you go, Arlie wants to speak with you. She's waiting for you just outside.
Uh-huh. Alright. I mean, I could have told her to go out and make a way for herself, but...
I know you were only thinking of me, Mother, but I sometimes wonder about your temper. Oh, our savior. Thank you again for everything you've done.
You wish to speak with me?
Only to say that without you, none of this would have been possible. My father, my mother, Dulky, maybe even Frederick. We would all be dead right now. If you ever have need of a home, please, you will be welcome here.
Thank you. Alright, they just need to sort their own stuff out. I mean, maybe if I told Dolky to go away.
I'm leaving.
Frederick.
But you've just returned.
I know, my love, but please hear me out. I am a weak man. I have no knowledge of combat or the world. If this were to happen again, if raiders were to attack, or one of the Covenant's many enemies, there is nothing I could do to stop them. I will not be a slave to the whims of fate. When I return, if I return, I will be better able to defend us from the many dangers of this world.
Is there nothing I can say to make you stay?
No, my love. I've made up my mind about this.
I have truly no say in the matter?
If something happened to you, I would never forgive myself.
Join the guard, go
So
on.
I must go.
Then go.
Take care, my love.
Frederick.
Oh dear. Frederick. Frederick. I know, right? What can I do? I just want to be an adventurer. And be careful, your words have power. Oh no, I wish they didn't. Alright, let's grab some of this, some water hyacinth. Okay, let's go and see. There's a little irritating thing here. Okay, congratulations. I also have some unread messages. That's my blacksmithing materials. They'll go straight into my crafting bag. If you don't have a crafting bag, you may wish to be careful when you unpack those. We can talk to him. Bundiga.
Do you think the mayor fired a Gazu because she's an orc?
Oh
I
no.
do. And if that's where this town is headed, I'll be headed to another town.
Whoa, okay. See, more politics. Man, just show me monsters that I can beat up. That's the housing. We're gonna leave the Ravenhurst housing alone. Hey,
There is no choice in the matter. The constable says we need your wagon and your horse.
But what will I do? If I can't haul grain, I can't make any coin. My family will starve.
Have you forgotten? You do want us to keep your family safe, do you not? I suggest you close your mouth.
Urish.
What in oblivion do you want? Unless you can haul it yourself, don't tell me you have a load of grain that needs to be ground at the mill. The constable's deputy just confiscated my damn wagon.
Is there a problem with the new constable?
Look, I don't know you and I don't need you meddling in my personal affairs. I'm not looking for trouble, and I'm not saying a single damn word about the new constable. You'll mind your own business if you know what's good for you.
I've never seen an orc so afraid. Okay, that's clearly not somewhere we're meant to be. That's the housing. We'll leave that alone. It looks like a pretty sweet little town to be in. Mayor Orad.
Welcome to Fell's Run. Normally, we'd welcome you with open arms and throw a feast. Not this year.
Sarcasm.
We had a terrible harvest and times are hard. Might be better if you moved on and spent the night in North Point. Come back next year.
Why did you fire Constable Agazu?
She caught you out at the edge of town, eh? She feels betrayed, I know. I hope someday she understands. The last thing I wanted to do was hurt her. My wife and I both have always treasured her friendship.
What does your wife think of your decision?
My wife? Oh, she doesn't exactly know. Well, she's been sick.
She's been
yes,
hostage.
She's sick. Hasn't left the house for days. Poor thing. Yes, I should actually get in there and check on her. No time for idle gossip. Take care now.
I see. All right. Imrazon, can I talk to you? Hey.
I do not understand. Why is everything so quiet? Things are changing in this town, and I am concerned that they are not for the better. Perhaps it is time to move on.
Why is everyone leaving when they should be fighting for what they love? Because that's easier said than done, I guess. This looks like something I need to...
I think perhaps it's best if you go ahead and close up the shop early today, Lady Mondori. In fact, why don't you go ahead and do that now?
Yes, Constable Gavendir. I'll close up right away. Just don't do anything rash.
Laura Vive Mondori. What's the matter?
Oh, hello there. You must be new in town. I'm sorry, but the jewelry shop is closed for today. Constable Gavendir's orders.
Why did the constable order you to close the shop?
Oh, I think he's worried about security. Yes, with the rumors of bandits robbing people on the road, we have to be careful. There's supposed to be a big parcel of amethysts coming in from the mine, too. Gods, I hope it gets here safely.
Have you noticed anything strange around the town? What a daft question to ask, Tamrain.
Strange? No, nothing. Nothing at all. Why would you ask? Oh, well, there's Gaspar. He's a little soft in the head. He's run out of town and refuses to come back. I worry about him. He really should go back home.
I'll check on him. Bridgebeth?
If you're looking to buy something, go inside and speak to Sabir. I'm sure he has what you need.
Very well. I'll do that. Sabir?
Nice to see someone who's not walking around looking like their pig just died. Let me know if there's anything you need.
Yeah, more information from you would have been nice. Alright then. Let's go find poor little Gaspard. Hey, oh, Gaspard. What's the matter, mate?
No, I'm not coming. No, I'm not. Don't even ask. I'll come back, but only when Gaylord says it's safe. Yes, that's right. Only when Gaylord says. Gaylord told me to stay right here until then.
Who's Gaylord, and why did he tell you to stay here?
Gaylord is my friend. He looks after me since my parents died. Gaylord said it isn't safe in town. Oh, no. That constable. Gaylord recognized him from Daggerfall. Said he was a bad man. Gaylord went to meet the constable, but never came back.
Where did he go to meet the constable?
Gaylord went to meet the constable in the constable's new house. Just there, to the south. Used to be the fisherman's house, but the constable took it. The fisherman just went away. I hope Gaylord didn't go away too.
Gaspard, I'll check for you. Oh no. It's a fighters guild.
Ah, a stranger in town. I was just saying how we needed more strangers around here. You know, walking around bothering people who are just trying to do an honest day's work. Is that the kind of stranger you are, friend?
Are you saying I'm bothering you?
No. No, not at all. Of course not. You're as welcome here as anyone else. Unless you cause some kind of trouble. There's a new constable in town and some things are going to change. That's all I'm saying. I'll be watching you, friend.
You know, the game will not let me put a sword through him, right? Oh, maybe it will. Okay, no, now is not the time to check that. He is a bad, bad man, and I just wish to ventilate him some. Mayor? Why don't you and me have a little chat and you can tell me where they put your wife? Oh, hello. Fancy meeting a bad guy here. What a freaking surprise. How terrible. He bit the bucket. Alright, let me just fix up my manual. Frightened folk is what we're doing. And of course I've been following the wrong arrows because I had the knight's quests up, which we need to go and finish, so I'll have some of that. I just got threatened. I don't deal with being threatened very well. I'm sure Tamrain deals with it a lot better, but no. Don't like the bad mans. Let's go. We're going to see if we can deal with him in a game-approved fashion. I'm sorry, Gaspard, I ran in the wrong direction. That's not a body, right? No, it's a log. Oh, thank goodness. Nice little river. You could get all kinds of visitors that didn't need to pass through town from there. Oh, barrels. Alright. What? No. I'm sorry, Gaylord. Now what am I going to tell the young fella? Note from Sagabar. Leonce, that was a brilliant stroke, getting yourself appointed constable with me as your bailiff. That'll give the boys back at camp quite a laugh. Keeping my room at the inn, but Bullzog is guarding the hostages at the place you suggested. No one will find them there. Can't believe how well the plan is coming together. Sagabar. Alright, we're going to go meet Agazu. But I'm going to try and do it maybe a little quieter than I would otherwise be doing it, than I have been. I should tell the boy, but I don't know what else to tell him. His guardian is dead. I mean, granted the boy is a grown man, but he's a boy. Truth be told. Okay, she really is just tying her shoelace.
Oh, my head is pounding. 3 loaves of bread and I'm still foggy. I don't care what happens. Remind me to never drink that rum posset again.
Right.
You were asking around town, though, about that toothless run of a constable. Did you learn anything?
Sure, I found this note.
Hostages? I knew those bastards were up to something. Damn. Constable Gavendian just left here with Lady Mondori. Bailiff Sagabar's still upstairs, though. We should try to get into his room and see what else we can find.
How do we get into the bailiff's room?
Well, I bought this sleeping draft so I could sleep off this headache, but I guess I won't be napping now. Take it upstairs and find a way to distract Sagabar. Slip it into his drink. Then follow him into his room before he passes out.
Alright, I can do that. I can? Tamrain, I hope you have a plan for this. Checking for books. Man, we need to go through this place. Oh, I've got that one.
Look, I have just about Oh, sorry. I thought you were that lecherous bailiff again. He tries to grope me every time I bring him a drink.
You don't appreciate the bailiff's advances.
Gall and pox, of course not. I'm a barmaid, not a strumpet. Besides, I know his type. He may talk sweet, but get him behind closed doors and he turns mean. I try to avoid his kind.
Any idea how to distract him?
What, from looking at my bottom? If I knew how to make him stop, I would have done it hours ago. No, I just want him to leave me alone.
Huh.
What do you say? You interested in having a bit of a laugh?
Depends on what you're proposing.
I developed this little trinket to summon a Banekin.
Uh-huh.
I thought it would impress the Archmage, but instead it got me kicked out of the Mage's College. I was thinking of testing the trinket here. You know, to frighten someone and have a laugh.
So, maybe I could use the trinket to spook the bailiff?
Here. I was thinking the barmaid. But if you're crazy enough to try it on the bailiff, all the better. Depending on how it works, maybe I'll go into business selling these things. Let's see how it works.
Oh man, I cannot think of anything worse than people being equipped with Banekin summoning trinkets. Distract the bailiff.
Oh, sweet Tuwaka, save me. It's a Banekin.
Wait for Sagabar to drink the sleeping draft. Alright, let's give him time to get there without hanging around looking too suspicious. Might just hide under the stairs.
Suddenly, I don't feel so well.
If he throws up, the barmaid is going to be very annoyed. Search Sagamar's room. Sagabah, I have the miller's horse and cart ready to go as soon as we have what we came for. As long as no one tries to be a hero, we should be in the clear. Tell Bullzog to keep the hostages at the old mill south of town. If he doesn't hear from us by midnight, he can start slitting their throats. Since the miller's given us so much trouble, Bullzog can kill his daughter either way. But when we send word that we're clear of town, he should release the mayor's wife and the jeweler's son and then meet us back at camp. Leon, you evil son of a gun. Alright, we're going to save a miller's daughter and defeat an evil son of a gun. Constable Agazu.
Now that my skull stopped pounding, I'm ready to crack someone else's. Did you find anything in that Red Guard's room?
Yes.
Do we know where they're holding the hostages?
Yes, they're holding the hostages at the old mill south of town.
All right. We've got to go get them. That's the most important thing. Did you find anything to explain why Gavendian went to all this trouble? He didn't do it so he could just steal my job, did he?
No, not exactly clear yet, but they're planning to make their escape at some point.
Then maybe I should stay here and rouse the bailiff. My head's clear, but my legs are still wobbly. You go to the old mill and free the hostages, while I drag Sagabar to the stocks. He'll tell me what they're planning, one way or another.
Alright, I'll go free the hostages. I do not want to know what she is planning. Adventurer, not torturer. Pretty sure there's not another way into that inn, that windmill. Let's see if we can skulk our way through though. What do you reckon? Just jump over this. Hit that C button. No, wait. Control. There we go. Alright, we're going to try and do it the smart way. I'm not saying it's going to work, but... Oh, I can't believe it worked.
Praise the 8. Did you kick that stupid thug's teeth in? I don't know what was worse, being held hostage or smelling that ruffian's breath. What about the robbery, though? Did you stop them, or did they get away with the jewels?
What jewels?
You didn't know? That's why they were holding us. Gavendian was waiting for Loraviv Mondori's big amethyst parcel to come in. He was holding the three of us hostage to keep the town in line.
When were the amethysts scheduled to arrive?
Hours ago. That thug Bullzog was actually going to execute us if he didn't hear from that crooked constable soon. You really came just in time. We should hurry into town and see if we can't stop Gavendian.
Alright, let's go. Let me just kill these guys first. I'll keep them busy, you guys run away. That's good little townsfolks. I just didn't know if there was anyone inside likely to kill them, so I didn't want to risk their lives by doing this if I could avoid it. And now that I know that they're safe, I can do that with impunity. No, we're not stealing from the sacks. Alright, we're just checking. Right. No one witnessed it from up here, so we should be fine. So my worry was, the reason I stuck past was in case they had someone standing over them who was going to kill them if they heard a ruckus outside. But seeing as they didn't hear a ruckus out, there wasn't. And yeah, everyone was safe, which is all that matters. Alright.
Use a break. I could use a break.
Well, come with me. We can go break some skulls. Let's talk to Constable Agazu. Hey, what's the matter?
Damn bastard Gavendian. Did it all for the jewels. And got away with it, too. Yeah, he got me good. I'll survive, but he cut Loraviv's throat. He didn't have to. He just did it to prove a point. I thought I could be cruel, but he is a monster.
Is anyone else hurt?
I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe if I hadn't confronted him, he wouldn't have killed her. At least the hostages are all right. You did your part, and you did it well. We can't let that maggot-eating bastard Gavendian get away with this. Old Sagabar wasn't so tough after he got into the stocks. He told me where Gavendian went, where their camp is.
Do you want me to go after him?
What I want to do is go after Gavendian myself. But that's not going to happen anytime soon, and I don't want him to slip away. If you're willing, then yes. Do whatever it takes. Just put him down. Oh, and retrieve the jewels, too.
Alright, I'll kill Gavendian and return with the jewels. But guys, I am going to kill Gavendian and return with the jewels next episode. We don't want to find Edweg. I need to realign this. Fell's Justice. Kill Leonce Gavendian. He's up that way. We're going to set this character up so that she's ready to rock. Let's just check her backpack. She's got 20 spaces left. I can't help but feel like I should have been here to stop that. Which is silly, both from a game point of view and from a human point of view. Alright, let's wing around this way. Pretty sure we're going to be going up there. That looks like another viewpoint too that we haven't seen. Let's set this character up. Hey, what's the matter?
I've been waiting for my husband to return from North Point for weeks. If something happened to him, I just don't know what I would do with myself.
I'm traveling to North Point. I'll check for him. Alright, I think what we'll do though is we'll just climb up to the top of these rocks if we can. Because it's a nice kind of spot about here. Gives me a good backdrop. And we'll start here. Next episode, we're going to go and unlock that way shrine. We're going to unlock Old Fell's Fort. We're going to kill Leonce Gavendian. We can't kill him twice, but once will be enough. And then we're going to pursue talking to Baron Dorell at North Point. But on this note, guys, I am going to bid you adieu. If you've enjoyed this episode, please hit like. If you want to see more, please hit subscribe. And I'll check you later. Take care out there.